Alright guys, today I have a 2004 Toyota 4Runner. This car has a problem with the parking brake, the emergency brake. I'm gonna show you what's going on. I know a lot of these trucks have the same problem. Most of them, the e-brake, after a year or two into the truck, the e-brake doesn't apply itself. You know, you press it all the way down, nothing happens, you know. I know recently we did the shoes. The shoes are inside this brake, the drum inside this, the disc. There's another set of shoes inside, not the brake pads. Not the brake pads in here, but there's a shoes inside, the emergency brake shoes. We changed the brake pads, rotors, and the shoes, all right? So everything was done on this car pretty much. So if you got a car that you don't know if the shoes was done, make sure you change the shoes. The emergency brake shoes are inside here. Adjust it properly. I know this car is adjusted properly. We had this car set on this, the brake was set on this car, and for some reason it got loose again. But we're gonna show you how to adjust it. After this is all adjusted and you can no longer adjust it, there's the cables on this car that you can adjust. I'm gonna show you how to do those today. So what we're gonna do is, let me just show you what's going on with this car. All right, so this is the parking brake right here. All right, so what I'll do here is I'm gonna start this truck up. All right, I got my foot on the brake pedal there. I'm gonna put this down. All right, I got that down almost like 80%. All right, but look what happens. I'm gonna put the car in drive and I'm gonna let go. All right, the car keeps moving. I only let it go a little bit. I'll put it to reverse, same thing. All right, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna release this brake and I'm gonna push this brake all the way down. Now I'll put it to drive, same thing. All right, the car does not stop. You can see the floor moving. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to adjust this brake, this parking brake. All right, first what I'll do is I'll release this brake. All right, make sure the brake pedal is released, and I'm gonna shut this car off. All right, and what we're gonna do here is right under this console right here, we're gonna remove some of this panels here. And he got a lot of stuff. Let's remove all this stuff and we'll come back. All right guys, so we're not gonna remove all of this stuff, just have this empty. I'm gonna disconnect his thing here for the charging system here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this cover right here, top of this shifter. So all you do is, there's no screws on this, it's just a clips, and it might have a couple of connectors for these buttons here and the circuit port. All you do is you grab this, you're gonna lift this. All right, and once you lift this, you're gonna move this to the side. If you want, you could disconnect these connectors. All right, and what I'll do is I want to show you guys, there's a screw down here. All right, I need to set up my light so we can see better. Right down here, let me get a better angle. All right, you see that screw right there? That's a number 12. It's two of them. You're gonna release the one in the back. I'm gonna go get a number 12, and then the one in the front, we're gonna tighten that, and that's gonna pull on the cable to adjust that cable. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna adjust both cables that are going to the back of the car, to both wheels. Is gonna pull on them a little bit, and that should take care of that problem. But like I said, make sure you have new shoes, the shoes are adjusted, everything's in proper place, because you don't want to adjust this and you have not adjusted the shoes inside the back brakes, and they're probably worn out if they're original. So let me go get some tools and we'll adjust it from right there. All right guys, so what I did was I used these number 12s here. Let me get my light, And what I did was I have 2 wrenches there. I put 1 wrench in the front, 1 in the back. It's terrible down here to see anything. And I loosened the grip on the back bolt. All right, you see that the bolt is moved out of the way already. All right, what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna tighten the front bolt, the front one that's facing towards the gold plate. Can you see the gold plate right there? I'm gonna tighten that, and that's gonna adjust the brake. That's gonna pull on the brake a little bit, and that should make it much better. All right, so guys, I'm gonna do about 8 turns on this thing. After that, I'll test it. If it needs to be done more, I'll do more. I don't want to go crazy either, and you don't want to lock up the rear shoes. It's a little tight. I know these trucks have issues with the parking brakes. Even after you change them, they don't do what they're supposed to do. The cable over time gets stretched. But if you're coming across this kind of issue and you don't have a good pedal, the e-brake pedal, adjust this little bolt here. So I did quite a bit of turns here. I'm gonna leave my wrench in there, and I'm gonna test out this brake. All right, I feel stiffness on it. What I'll do is I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna test this one time. All right, guys, I'm in the car and I'm gonna test this. What I'm gonna do is let me start the car. I'm gonna push this brake all the way, all right? We'll go to reverse, it stops. We'll go to forward. I got my foot off the brake pedal, regular brake, and the truck has stopped. All right? I'll release the brake, and the truck moves, all right? So again, this is where you're gonna adjust the brake foam. I took off this bolt completely, so what I'm gonna do is make sure you put this back, because what this does is it locks up the 2 bolts together and doesn't move from the place. All right, there you have it, how to adjust the parking brake on a 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner. And if you have any questions, you can message me, but do subscribe my channel and share with everybody else. All right, guys, one last thing I want to say is, before you end the job, just make sure you lift the car off the ground. Both wheels has to lift in the back, because this is a direct drive. It has a differential, so both tires needs to work. All right, they need to be turned. So just make sure you spin it, all right, just like that. And if you want, you can open the door, push the brake pedal down. Once we push the brake pedal down, we can try turning this. I didn't get it all the way down, so I am able to turn this a little bit. Let me go inside the car. Let me push this thing all the way down. All right, so I got that thing down. And now if I try to turn it, it should not move, all right? So, and I'm gonna go back in the car. I'm gonna release the brake. Just make sure the tires are free, all right? You do not want to just adjust the heck out of it and this wheel just locks itself. That's not going to be a good idea, all right? And the car's not going to move. And if it's too close either, it's going to overheat and it's going to lock up that brake also, all right? Because I came across one time with that type of issue.